US President Joe Biden has no plans at this stage to engage with his Turkish counterpart, Tayyip Erdogan, in light of Ankara's concerns over NATO expansion, US leader's National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said. Today, the President of Finland and the Prime Minister of Sweden said they are ready to meet and discuss the issue directly with President Erdogan, Sullivan said. Biden received the heads of Sweden and Finland at the White House, while Turkish Foreign Minister Cavusoglu was invited to the State Department to meet with Blinken. Experts notice that Biden stubbornly refuses to accept Erdogan in Washington. They met in June and October 31, 2021 on the sidelines of the G20 summit in Rome. On March 25, 2022, Biden did not meet with Erdogan at the NATO summit in Brussels. The German Deutsche Welle calls Erdogan a dictator in NATO, noting that his actions are no different from those of Putin. International experts say Biden's cold relationship with the Turkish dictator will continue until 2023, when his term expires. In 2023, the 100-year term of the Treaty of Lausanne, which defines the current borders of Turkey, also expires. Erdogan wants to consolidate the legal basis of Turkey's territorial integrity by that time. And a joint war with Russia against Armenia is part of this plan. The United States supports the dialogue between Turkey and Armenia. The position of the United States is that the normalization of relations should take place without preconditions and without other issues, including without linking them to the negotiations on Nagorno-Karabakh, U.S. Ambassador to Armenia Lynn Tracy said the other day. She recalled that the U.S. President in his April 24 address paid tribute to the 1.5 million victims of the Armenian genocide in the last years of the Ottoman Empire. The U.S. pays tribute to the memory of the victims of the Armenian genocide and does not look for those responsible, she said. In turn, Turkish Foreign Minister Cavusoglu, while in Washington, said that Azerbaijan supports the negotiations between Turkey and Armenia on the normalization of relations. We call on Armenia to respond positively to these steps. Now we see that the authorities in Armenia are under pressure from the radicals inside and the diaspora outside. In an interview with Armen Press, U.S. Ambassador to Armenia Lynn Tracy confirmed the position of the United States on the Artsakh issue. In 2020, the region also faced renewed fighting in and around Nagorno-Karabakh, ending in a tenuous ceasefire, the ambassador said. Thus, Ambassador Tracy calls the tripartite statement that Putin claims to have authored a fragile ceasefire. The Armenian leadership takes every opportunity to swear allegiance to the tripartite piece of paper, presenting it as an unconditional final decision. The US does not consider the tripartite statement to be a final decision. The US position is such that the issue of the status of Nagorno-Karabakh still remains unresolved. We continue to believe that the issues at the heart of the sustained tensions that led to the 2020 hostilities should be resolved through negotiations and a comprehensive solution based on the internationally recognized principles of territorial integrity, self-determination of peoples and the non-use of force. We stand for the continuation of peace talks and are ready for cooperation in a bilateral format and with like-minded partners. Including as a co-chair of the OSCE Minsk group, the ambassador said. She stressed that there is no military solution to the conflict. The Armenian leadership not only did not challenge the military solution to the conflict and the ceasefire imposed by force, but also ignores the options for returning to the pre-war status quo. Recall that back in the fall of 2020, the French Senate adopted a resolution on the need to recognize Artsakh and return to the 1994 borders. In the rhetoric of the Armenian leadership, in fact, the parliamentary opposition, such a demand was not voiced. Actions such as the recent shutdown of gas supplies and the movement of Azerbaijani troops along the line of contact are worrying. In a telephone conversation with Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan on April 5, Secretary of State Antony Blinken emphasized the importance of preventing further escalation of the situation in the region. To de-escalate the situation, Armenia and Azerbaijan should use direct means of communication, the ambassador said. She hinted that one should not rely on intermediaries who showed their true colors. Recall that after the events in Peruka in March 2022, Foreign Minister of the country guarantor of the truce, Sergei Lavrov said that we still need to find out who is to blame. At the same time, the chronicle of events clearly indicated that the surrender of the Armenian positions took place with the direct participation of the Russian side. The right of peoples to self-determination is a key factor, although not the only internationally recognized principle, and in the context of a comprehensive conflict resolution. The United States, as a co-chair of the OSCE Minsk Group, recognizes the role of the people of Nagorno-Karabakh in determining their future, Lynn Tracy said. This is a very important statement, which, again, the Armenian government does not allow itself. Yerevan has not talked about the role of Artsakh in determining its future for a long time, shifting the process towards protecting the rights and security of the people of Artsakh and the status that follows from this.